Hey, what's going on, guys? Predicts here. So I have a new video today. So some polls came out today that I'd like to go over, kind of give you a little update of how the presidential race is going according to the polls. So there are three new Democratic presidential primary polls, all showing Joe Biden with a lead. The lead is only 4 to 5 points now, but a month ago Elizabeth Warren did have the lead over Joe Biden, be it for a few days, but it looks like Joe Biden is back in the lead still, and a lot of polls have shown that consistently that he still has the lead. And it's just pretty interesting to see that Biden and Warren are still 1-2, pretty close. But now, after AOC's endorsement, Bernie Sanders is starting to rise up again. He's up to 19% in the Fox poll. ABC News has him at 17, and NBC has him at 19. So you can see this is still a pretty close three-way race. That it really could go to Biden, Warren, or Sanders at this point. But one thing these polls aren't reflective of is the early primary states. And Pete Buttigieg is really making a play in Iowa. He has just as good of a chance of winning in Iowa as Biden, Warren, or Sanders does right now. So maybe in the national polls, because this is what all these polls are, they're national. So this is like the popular vote for the whole country polls. Pete Buttigieg could win Iowa. That could screw this whole system up. And that could really change how things going for now. But for now, Joe Biden nationally is at first, Warren is second, and Sanders is third. We have some general election polls between Trump versus the top Democratic candidates. Again, these are national popular vote polls. These aren't like state by state, which actually matter. Of course, the national vote is going to show the Democrats winning. Every Democrat's probably going to win the popular vote just because of New York and California. But President Trump is losing to every Democrat but Pete Buttigieg in the Fox News poll. Buttigieg and Trump tied 41-41. Sanders being Trump 49-41. Warren being Trump 46-41 in the Fox polls. And then in the NBC poll, Warren's being Trump by 8. In the Fox poll, Biden's being Trump by 12. That poll, no way in hell that poll is actually true. And Biden's being Trump 50-41 in the NBC poll. So don't get me wrong. This is no doubt in my mind. These polls are trying to push the media narrative that President Trump is losing and is in terrible standing for re-election, and every Democrat's going to beat him. This is what the media did for Obama against Romney. This is what the media did for Obama and Clinton against Bush. They're always favoring Democratic candidates and putting out polls to try and make it seem like they're going to win no matter what. 2016 was another example of this when Hillary was up like 20 points over Trump, and then Trump ended up winning by over like 50 electoral votes. So really, these polls are just either pushing the media's narrative or they're oversampling Democrats, which they often do a lot. So if you're a conservative and you're worried about this, there's really nothing to be too worried about. This process is just getting going. The polls are always gonna be in favor of the Democrats, especially when national news sources are putting them out. I am a little surprised that Fox News polls are so Democrat and more Democratic slanted on this one. I expect Trump's probably gonna send a tweet out any minute saying this is like rigged or something. But yeah, I'm a little surprised that Foxes are so far left. They're probably trying to hide their bias by being even more biased by putting on the left side of things, but I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. And we have some President Trump job approval polls. NBC has him at 45, approve, 53, disapprove. Fox has him at 42, approve, 57, disapprove. I still believe Trump's approval rating is somewhere within 47, 48% right now. Undecided is probably like about the same, 47, 48. And I feel like the 2020 congressional vote, Democrats have 49, Republicans have 42, NBC News, Wall Street Journal. I think the Democrats have always been more open about how they're going to vote than the Republicans are. Democrats answer polls a lot more than Republicans do. Republicans either don't really want to be bothered or they don't really have the time to. Democrats will be often more open with their views while Republicans will be more concealed and keep them quiet. So I feel like Democrats will always be favored in polls because they speak out more than Republicans do. Republicans just work, show up, vote, and that's it. They don't really go on like Twitter tirades talking about how we love our candidate, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like Republicans are going to be undersampled in the polling process, which they always will. I don't think the generic congressional vote is going to end up being 49-42 at the end of the day. I think it's probably going to be more like Democrats get like 49, Republicans get 49, and then there's like 2% independent that kind of splits it either way. So yeah, those are the new polls that have just come out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next video.